And welcome to the Cedar Falls Regular City Council meeting this June 4th, 2018. I'll now call the meeting to order and ask for a roll call from Madam Clerk, please.
Miller?
Here.
DeBoer? Here. Cruz?
Here.
Blanford?
Here.
Guerra?
Here.
Wieland?
Here.
Green?
Here.
All members present, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item C is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting May 21.
Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carries. Any agenda revisions, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Agenda item G2I on the resolution calendar is being removed from the agenda.
G2I. Very good. So noted. Moving on to item E is a special order of business. E1 is a public hearing on the proposed plan, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 2018 Public Sidewalk and Pedestrian Trail Improvement Project. Is there a motion to receive and file proof of publication?
So move.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carries. Any written objections filed with the city clerk?
I have no written objections on file, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Before public comment, I'll have our city engineer, John Ressler, speak before the oral comments on the public hearing.
Thank you, Mayor Brown, members of the council. So this project is really about fixing some deficient sidewalk and trail that is really owned and maintained by the city, and then also doing some sidewalk and trail infill projects. So a lot of the sections on the plans are really just small sections where we have some broken concrete or settled concrete, and then maybe some deficient pedestrian ramps that don't meet the American with Disabilities Act requirements. And then there are a few bigger sections where we're doing some infill, like on Greenwood Drive, just west of Cedar Heights. We're doing a little bit of sidewalk infill there, and then some bigger sections on Lone Tree as well. So some infill, but a lot of repairs. And with that, the total estimate for the project is $132,429.38, which the funding will be provided by Go Bonds and hotel motel tax funds.
Thank you, John. Now I'll open it up for the public in this particular public hearing. Hearing and seeing none, declare the hearing closed. Item 2 is resolution approving and adopting the plans for the 2018 Public Sidewalk and Trail Improvement Project. Is there a motion, please? Motion second. Any further discussion from council? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item F is old business. F1 is considered ordinance 2923, providing that general property taxes levied and collected each year on all property located within the amended Cedar Falls Unified Highway 58 Corridor Urban Renewal be approved. It's upon its third and final consideration. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion from council? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item 2 is pass ordinance 2924 relative to sanitary sewer rates upon its third and final consideration. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item 3 is pass ordinance 2925 relative to stormwater management rates upon its third and final consideration. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Comments? Roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item 4 is considering ordinance 2926, providing that general property taxes levied and collected each year on all property located within the South Cedar Falls Urban Renewal Area be approved upon its second consideration. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion from council? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
And item 5 is pass ordinance 2927 relative to the Green Hill extension being 35 miles per hour. Is there a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion from council? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item G is new business. G1 is the consent calendar. The following items will be acted upon by a voice vote on a single motion without separate discussion, unless someone from the council or the public requests an item to be pulled separately for such discussion. Any such requests from council? From the public? I'll now summarize the item on the consent calendar. A is the approval of recommendation to appoint Mary Beth Sonenson to the Utilities Board of Trustees. B is receive and file the Committee of the Whole minutes of May 21st. C is receive and file the City Council work sessions minutes of May 14th. Receive and file departmental monthly reports of April 2018. E is approving permits, and F is approving applications for permits and licenses. Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar?
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion from council?
Just before we vote, I'd like to thank Mary Beth for her service on the board and hopefully continued service if we pass this.
Thank you, Mary Beth, and thank you, Frank.
Stay tuned.
All those in favor, has it been motion seconded?
Yep.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Moving on to item 2 is resolution calendar. These items will be acted upon by a roll call vote in a single motion without separate discussion, unless someone from the council or the public requests an item to be pulled separately for such discussion. Is there any such request from council? From the public? I'll now summarize the resolution calendar. A is a resolution directing the advertisement for sale of $6.585 million in general obligation bonds and approving electronic bidding process procedures and official statement. B is approving and authorizing execution of an engagement letter to perform the audit of the FY18 financial statements and programs compliance. C is a resolution approving and authorizing execution of a service agreement relative to Governmental Accounting Standards Board 75. D and E is approving agreements relative to job classification review and a performance development program. F is a resolution designating the dates and locations for this annual Sturgis Fall celebration and the Cedar Basin Jazz Festival. G is a resolution approving the purchase of new dump trucks. H is approving the certificate of completion for the 2017 sanitary sewer rehabilitation project. I has been removed. J is a resolution approving and authorizing execution of supplemental agreement relative to the downtown levee project. K is a resolution approving and accepting the contract for the Center Street Recreational Trail project. L is a resolution approving and authorizing execution of a contract relative to the final plat of Gateway Business Park. M and N are resolutions approving professional service agreements for construction observation and testing services. O is approving a Highway 20 Commercial Corridor Overlay Zoning District Development Site Plan. P is approving and authorizing execution of a developmental procedures agreement relative to public improvements in Gateway Business Park. Q is approving the final plat of Gateway Business Park. R and S are approving rehabilitation contracts relative to CDBG repair projects. And T is a resolution setting June 18th as the date of public hearing on the city's FY 18-19 Consolidated Annual Plan for the CDBG and Home Program. Is there a motion to approve the resolution calendar?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion from council? From the public? Requires a roll call vote, please.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item H, is there a motion to approve bills and payroll?
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Comments? Roll call vote, please. Mr. Whelan?
Thank you.
All voting aye, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item I, does council have any items for referral this evening? Mr. Dara?
Yeah, I'd like to refer to the Committee of the Whole, a review of the pavement management program, mostly to basically better understand the process, but to also discuss if there might be unique circumstances that the process might be modified. But I'd like to do it before goal setting, though, in case that we reached any decision that we could apply that during goal setting.
Is there a second for that referral?
Second.
It's been motioned and second. Any further discussion from council? So the motion is to refer to Committee of the Whole before goal setting of pavement management plan, our pavement management plan, and maybe a unique instance to look at changes or discussion.
Just how it works, not necessarily to change any of the.
How it works.
Yeah.
Very good. It's been motioned and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
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 That motion does carry. Item J, does council have any updates? Mr. Green.
Mr. Mayor, just two things. This past weekend, for Memorial Weekend, actually, I just wanted to recognize the Falls Aquatic Center. I saw that they had 7,266 patrons during that time, and my family was in that group all 3 days of the weekend. And I just wanted to compliment them on their performance, to recognize them for the excellent lifeguarding and professionalism that they showed, especially for a first weekend to pushed out that busy. It was really impressive. So kudos to them. And also wanted to recognize a record that we had for the Sartori Park Memorial Day picnic in my neighborhood. 70 residents attended this year with 10 new residents and families that we got to meet and welcome in. I just wanted to promote that as such a great way of getting neighbors together to have picnics at the start and end of summer. So thanks for allowing me to bring that up.
Thanks, Mr. Green. Any other updates from council? Moving on to item K is a public forum. Speakers will have up to one opportunity to speak for up to 5 minutes on topics germane to city business. Is there anyone here from the public that would like to speak tonight? Hearing and seeing none, item L, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries, and we are adjourned. Thank you.